David, you were in first. Okay, Jerry was supposed to be second, but he dropped out, so he will be back later. Okay, which means Harriet, you go second. You were in afterwards.
Okay,
Comfortable with that?
second.
You go second. Okay,
Okay.
Steve is number 3. Pat and Harvey are 4 and 5. Murray is 6. Bob Winkler is after Murray. Bill Podden is after Bob Winkler. Kathleen, and then Debbie and Ron. And I always go last.
Where are we?
Okay, so we have
Yeah.
3 more
I
minutes.
think,
We
Sal, you didn't
Yeah.
slip us in there.
Well, you forgot. We forgot you.
Yeah.
How could you?
Wait. You came in. Wait, 1 second.
After Bob Winkler, I think.
I think you were here before me. Yeah,
Were you here before? You were here before Bill Podden?
Right.
I think they were. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. After Bob Winkler is
Our
As usual.
Our usual spot. Yeah.
Bob and Susan. Okay. And okay, so let's start. I'm gonna have to rewrite the list again here. Okay, so David is first.
So,
Yeah,
before you start writing, you forgot me too. But
I know. Well, you just came in last, so I have you on here. Let me just write. I'm gonna rewrite the list here. So
it could have
Where's
been an easy
Faye,
day.
Saul? She does a better job than you do.
yeah, no, she got up late, so she's eating breakfast now. She'll be here soon.
Write 1 to 9 and then fill them in.
Huh? Yeah, okay. David is first, Harriet is second, Steve is third, Pat and Harvey 4 and 5, Murray is 6, Bob Winkler is 7, Bob and Susan Gelb is 8, 9, Bill Podden 10, Kathleen, then Debbie and Ron and Lonnie, and I always go last. And when Jerry comes back, Jerry will come, say he'll probably be last before me, but after Lonnie. Okay, so that's how we're gonna work it.
Okay.
Okay, so 1 more minute and then we start. Okay, 1 more minute and we will start. I'll rewrite the list in the meantime. Okay. Okay, so 30 seconds and we will start. What's Harry, what town are you from again? On the treasure, you're on the Treasure Coast or the Space Coast?
Melbourne.
Yeah. It's right.
Melbourne is about an hour from the beach.
So you're actually at Canaveral, right?
Further up.
Or
The
further,
coast.
yeah, okay. You're like between St. Augustine and Daytona.
No, between Palm Bay
Yeah.
and Titusville, right there in the middle.
Okay. Okay. I know exactly where it is. Okay, so we're going to start now with David, and everybody else, including me, please.
Mute.
Okay, David, you have the floor.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. I have to wear gloves. I've been doing lots of dishes and laundry and cooking and stuff like that. My hands are so dry. So I've never tried to do this before, but if it comes out badly, that's my excuse. And the gloves affect my singing voice too. So there you have it. I'm fully covered. This is a song by Regina Spektor, who I was going to say is a young woman. It's the way I view her. I just looked her up. She's 42 now, but in my eyes, she'll always be a young woman. And she writes really great songs. Anyway, WFUV in New York is where I find all of these people who write great music. Never loved nobody fully. Always 1 foot on the ground. By protecting my heart truly, I got lost in the sounds I hear in my mind. All these voices I hear in my mind. All of these words I hear in my mind. all this music, and it breaks my heart, and it breaks my heart, it breaks my heart, it breaks my heart, and it breaks my heart, it breaks my heart. Suppose I never ever met you. Suppose we never fell in love. Suppose you never let me kiss you so sweet and so soft. Suppose I never ever saw you. Suppose we never ever called. Suppose I kept on singing love songs just to break my own fall, just to break my fall, just to break my fall, just to break my fall, to break my fall. All my friends say that, of course, it's gonna get better, gonna get better, 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 better. Mm-hmm. Never loved nobody fully, always one foot on the ground. By protecting my heart truly, I got lost in the sounds I hear in my mind. All of these voices I hear in my mind. All of these words I hear in my mind. All of this music, and it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. Here in my mind. All these voices I hear in my mind. All these words I hear in my mind. All these voices, it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. Yeah, it breaks my heart. Yeah, it breaks my heart. And it breaks my heart.
Nice song.
Thank you, David.
Thank you very much, everybody.
And
Are
Ralph-
you practicing to become a member of the Blue Man Group?
Yes, I'm starting with the hands. No, I mentioned that I've been doing an awful lot of dishes and laundry and cooking, and my hands. This is the North Country up here in New York, and it's actually snowing right now. And what happens to epidermis is it gets really dried out when you don't moisturize regularly. So
Where in the North Country?
well, I'm in New York,
Where?
We're
the
in New
North-
York.
Rockland County in Pearl River.
Pearl River, New York.
Oh, that's not the North Country.
Well, according to my friends in the city, it's on the track to Canada. So
Oh, the North
They
Country is
ask-
north of the Adirondack Park. You're not even close.
no, I understand that, but people in the Bronx don't. In fact, people in the Bronx think Riverdale is upstate.
Okay.
All right, thank you all. I'll be
Okay.
here for a little bit, but that's it for me today.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much. Whenever you come, we enjoy it.
Thanks.
Okay, Harriet, are you ready?
I am in love with folk music. That would be Judy Collins, Joan Baez, anybody that sings those songs. So I'm going to do The City of New Orleans. I don't know who originally wrote that.
Steve Goodman.
Steve Goodman.
Yes.
Okay. Riding on the city of New Orleans, Illinois, Monday morning, well, 15 cars, 15 restless riders, conductor, 25 cents of mail. All along southbound Artery, the people out of Kankakee and roll along houses and barns and
Harriet, you have to bring up your vocals. Your guitar is drowning out your voice.
Right.
You have a simple microphone. The thing is, put your sing closer to the microphone, and the guitar will straighten out itself. But we didn't hear your voice very well. You got that? Now we don't hear your voice altogether. Bring up your vocal volume.
Well, where are we?
We're last.
All right, then I can take care of the fucking squash.
Okay, can you talk to me,
There's not
Harry?
that many people.
I want to check on your voice. Talk to me. I don't hear you. We don't hear your voice. We don't hear it at all.
It may be the connection. I've had that in the past where it just kind of fades out in the middle of the performance. So sometimes it's a connection
Yeah,
issue.
check your microphone connection. I know this is the first week you're with the microphone. We heard you sing, but it was very low. The guitar was drowning you out. Now I don't hear your voice altogether.
She might also need to review her Zoom audio settings, because if she's got the automatic level control on, it'll decide to make you quieter if it thinks you're too loud. You got to turn that stuff off.
How dare they?
Yeah, but now we can't hear you altogether.
We heard you in the beginning.
We heard you in the beginning, then the voice faded out. The guitar was fine, but now we don't hear you altogether.
I have to put a original sound on mine for people to hear it. Otherwise, it goes quiet. So I don't know if you've got that on yours.
You have original sound on the.
I was told to keep original sound off in the
Oh.
2 other open mics that I go to.
I always
But I
put
also
mine
have a
on.
box.
I
I
always
have
put
a,
mine on.
I've
Otherwise
got
it-
original sound for musicians on, and it's set
Yeah.
up that way specifically so that the audio, the Zoom audio stuff, does not change the volume on
Yeah.
what you're playing, because otherwise it'll try to keep you at a particular level, and it's not what you want when you're playing an instrument and singing into a microphone.
Yeah, but now we can't hear her altogether. That's the problem. Is your microphone connected? Is there a loose connection somewhere?
It says original sound for musician on.
Now I can hear you speak now. Now we can hear you talk.
Yeah,
Turn your volume up a little bit.
Turn your volume up. You have volume up, turn the volume all the way up. Okay, try talking.
Oh, I can hear her again.
No, she's not talking. Try to talk, Harriet.
I see her lips moving.
How?
Yeah,
Yeah. Just talk again so I can hear you.
All right. Can you hear me speaking now?
Yeah, but you have to go louder. It's still weak.
Yeah.
very
You want to
loud.
get it louder.
Oh, my goodness.
Go closer to the microphone. Go put your mouth closer to the microphone.
All right. How's that?
A little better.
How's that?
Better.
How's that?
she's
Say-
moving away. I don't,
Oh, it's
You're
very
moving away and
loud.
it's better.
Yeah.
I think Harvey's right though. It's in the when you're doing the setup for the Zoom settings. If you don't get everything screened properly, then doesn't matter how loud you put your volume or how much you shout, it's going to keep doing what it wants. Harvey's the guy to tell you how to fix those original settings, because I haven't got a clue really.
Up on top on your left side, does it say original sound off or on? What does it say? It should be a green
It's
check.
On.
It's on?
Yep.
Okay, let's try turn it off and see how you sound then.
Okay.
We'll get you right.
Thank you. Original sound means off. Okay.
Good, you got it.
Now
You
we
got
hear
it.
you.
Now you hear
Now we
me?
hear you perfectly. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Okay, you got it. Okay, next time around you'll sound beautiful. Okay, let's go to Steve, I believe is next. Everybody else, please mute.
Oh,
Okay,
now
Steve.
you want me to move?
No, now we got you there, but we got
only
you.
temporarily.
Now you're good.
Okay.
Okay.
This is a medley of 2 short Rodgers and Hammerstein's waltzes that juxtapose in a similar manner to the last 2 numbers in the animated Disney Fantasia movie. South Pacific Sound of Music. You've got to be taught to hate and fear. You've got to be taught from year to year. It's got to be drummed in your dear little ear. You've got to be carefully taught. You've got to be taught to be afraid of people whose eyes are oddly made and people whose skin is a different shade. You've got to be carefully taught. You've got to be taught before it's too late, before you are 6 or 7 or 8, to hate all the people your relatives hate. You've got to be carefully taught. You've got to be carefully taught. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, every morning you greet me, small and wide, clean and bright. You look happy to meet me. Blossom of snow, may you bloom and grow forever. Edelweiss, Edelweiss, bless my home and forever.
Thank you, Steve. Okay, and now. Okay, and now we go up to Harvey and Pat. I think Pat goes first, right? Unmute Harvey.
Always. Pat always goes first.
So,
There's some kind of a rule about that. I'm not sure where it came from.
ladies first.
Pat going first.
Yes, it's ladies first. This song is Take It Easy by the Eagles, which was written by
Jackson Brown.
Brown and
Glenn
Glenn
Frey.
Frey, who passed away recently.
So I think you'll find we're firmly in the country rock, folk rock genre this week. We're not doing anything even slightly old.
I like the Eagles.
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 7 women on my mind. 4 that wanna own me, 2 that wanna stone me. 1 says she's a friend of mine.
Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own music drive me crazy. Lighten up while you still can. Don't even try to understand. Just find a place to make you stand and have it easy.
Standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona, such a fine sight to see.
It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed truck.
Look
At me.
Come
on, baby, don't say maybe. I gotta show
if
you
you're a sweet love who's gonna
save me.
We
We may lose and we may win, though we may never be here again. So open up and climb in.
Take
Take it easy. Running down the road, trying to find my road from my mind. Looking for a lover who won't blow my covers. She's so hard to find. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels make you crazy.
come
Come
on,
on, baby. Don't say maybe. I gotta know of your sweet love is gonna save me. Ooh, 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 ooh,
Oh, we got it
easy.
We ought to
Gotta
take
take
it
it easy.
Harvey. Yeah.
All right, and since the last one was written in part by Jackson Browne, we're going to do one that was entirely by Jackson Browne, called These Days. Well, I've been out walking. I don't do that much talking these days. These days. These days I seem to think a lot about the things that I forgot to do for you. And all the times I had the chance to. And I had a lover. It's so hard to risk another these days, these days. Now if I seem to be afraid to live the life that I have made in song, it's just that I've been losing for so long. Well, I'll keep on moving. Things are bound to be improving these days, one of these days. These days I sit on cornerstones and count the time in quarter tones to 10. Don't confront me with my failures, I had not forgotten them.
You're muted. Saul, you're muted.
Okay, from sunny South Florida, we're going up to the frozen north, Brooklyn, New York, Ocean Parkway, Murray.
Well, it's only frozen the last couple of days because before that it was in the 50s, like the mid 50s, 60, which is really unusual for this time of year. But today it was close to freezing, like 33 in the morning. Okay. So well, you can't complain for 33 in what is practically winter anyway. Okay. Now let's see, Stephen sang a couple of show tunes. And I'm going to go back to that genre. I'm going to sing a couple of show tunes too. Several weeks ago or months ago, I sang a couple of songs from Oklahoma.
Oh, I saw the movie.
Yeah, but this time I'm going to sing one with a complete change of locale. And we're going to go to London, England, and I'm going to sing two songs from My Fair Lady.
Oh, ow.
That's right. Okay, here we go. The first, oh, here we go. Yeah, My Fair Lady, you know, was written by the two songwriters who wrote together. One wrote the music, I guess, and the other the words. Lerner and Lowe, Alan J. Lerner and Frederick Lowe. Now, the first song that I'm going to sing is one that is supposed to be sung by Eliza Doolittle. She's the heroine of the movie, her father. And he was played, I think, in both the movie and on Broadway by Stanley Holloway. Okay. And the first song that I'm going to sing is Get Me to the Church on Time. Okay, here I go. I'm getting married in the morning. Ding dong, the bells are gonna chime. Pull out the stopper. Let's have a whopper, but get me to the church on time. I gotta be there in the morning, spruced up and looking in me prime. Girls, come and kiss me, show how you miss me, but get me to the church on time. If I am dancing, roll up the floor. If I am whistling, me out the door. For I'm getting married in the morning. Ding dong, the bells are gonna chime. Kick up a rumpus, but don't lose the compass, and get me to the church. Get me to the church. For God's sake, get me to the church on time. I'm getting married in the morning. Ding dong, the bells are gonna chime. Drug me or jail me, stamp me and mail me, but get me to the church on time. I gotta be there in the morning, spruced up and looking in me prime. Some bloke who's able will lift up the table and get me to the church on time. If I am flying, then shoot me down. If I am wooing, get her out of town. For I'm getting married in the morning. Ding dong, the bells are gonna chime. Feather and Tommy, call out the army, but get me to the church. Get me to the church. For God's sake, get me to the church on time. Starlight is reeling home to bed now. A morning is smearing up the sky. London is waking, daylight is breaking. Good luck out, chum, good health, goodbye. I'm getting married in the morning. Ding dong, the bells are gonna chime. Hail and salute me, then all off and boot me, and get me to the church. Get me to the church. For God's sake, get me to the church on time.
Our favourite.
Thank you so much, Laurie.
That was a great accent, Larry.
I'm by it naturally, I'm
Oh,
sure.
yeah, you're muted, Laurie. You're muted.
What did you say, Kathleen? I didn't hear it.
I said that was a great Cockney accent.
Oh, thank you very much.
And I said you come by it naturally.
Not naturally, maybe unnaturally.
As naturally came Dick Van Dyke and Mary Poppins.
Okay, let's continue now for a motion probably out to, all the way out west to Oregon. Bob Winkler.
Okay, it's still morning here.
Weather.
Anyway, how's the sound? Oh, okay, good, fantastic. Yeah, don't quite have the voice yet, so I'm not singing as loud as I used to. So I got the mic positioned a little different. Anyway, I sing and play with original sound on. I got most of my settings with the help of Lonnie. Thankful to him. I don't have anything set up the way it was originally done in Zoom. I had to go in and change a lot of settings. But anyway, it seems to work okay. And with the help of Saul and everybody else, getting everything right finally. So it's been raining here as usual. So I chose this song by the title. Frank Sinatra did it. Not too sure who wrote it, but it's called The Summer Wind. And I just like that title right now. The summer wind came blowing in from across the sea. It lingered there to touch your hair and walk with me. All summer long we sang a song, then we strolled that golden sand. Two sweethearts and the summer wind. Like painted kites, those days and nights went flying by. The world was new beneath the blue umbrella sky. Then softer than a piper man, one day it called to you. I lost you too. I lost you to the summer wind. The autumn wind and the summer winds come and gone, and still the days, those lonely days, go on and on. And guess who sighs his lullabies through nights that never end? My fickle friend, the summer wind. The summer wind. Warm summer wind. The summer wind.
Thank you so much, Bob.
Johnny
Sounds
Mercer
really
wrote
good
that.
today. Okay, Bob and Susan, is the air conditioner off?
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Okay.
First, I want to say hello to our friend Mark, who's down there in the corner. Good to see your face. Okay, it's good to be back. I had a little conversation, message conversation with Kathy earlier in the week, and I confessed to being a little bit nervous about coming back. And she said, pick something really familiar and short. And that was really good advice. So I'm going to do arguably one of the most famous Christmas carols I know, and in the language that it was written in. Stille Nacht, heilige Nacht, alle Schlaf, einsam wacht, nur das traute hochheilige Paar. Holden aber im lockingem Haar, schlaf in him du Scheru, schlaf in him du Scheru. Short and sweet.
What's your name, Harvey? I guess it's Murray that usually sings in other languages, huh?
Yes.
Well, it's funny you should sing that because that song is mentioned in the song that I'm going to sing right now.
She's muted.
You can't hear me? Can you hear me okay?
Sure I can.
I hear you.
Yeah,
fine.
Okay, I don't know who's saying.
Yeah, can everybody hear?
He's
Can
muted.
everybody hear Bob?
Good. Okay. This song I did last year, and it's a song about Christmas, but it's that story that you probably have heard about, where there was a little truce in the fighting between the German men and the English men, fighting in World War I. Interesting that John McCutcheon wrote this, and a couple of weeks ago he actually did a little concert on Zoom that we went on, and they were all songs that he and Tom Paxton had been writing for, I think he said, the last year, every Monday.
During COVID.
Yeah, during COVID, every Monday they go on Zoom together, and they've been writing songs, and a lot of them were very good songs. But anyway, this one is by John McCutcheon, and it talks about that story. And he says that he was over in the Netherlands.
Hello?
Who's talking? Anyway, he was over in the Netherlands doing a concert, and he actually ran into a couple of men from Germany that actually were participants in that event. It's called Christmas in the Trenches.
There's something wrong with the sound.
Harry, you have to be muted. You have to be muted when someone else is singing. Stay, Harry, keep muted when someone else is performing. Okay? You're unmuted. That's what's happening.
Can't hear you. Can't hear you, Saul.
You have to be muted. You have to
She's
be
not.
muted.
She's,
You're not
she's
muted.
not hearing me, Sal. She's the only one that's not hearing me. But I'm not going to play until she's muted.
Okay, one second. Let me just send her a chat message. Yeah.
Can't hear him.
My name is Francis Tolliver. I come from Liverpool. 2 years ago, the war was waiting for me after school. To Belgium and to Flanders, to Germany to here. I fought for king and country I loved dear. 'Twas Christmas in the trenches where the frost so bitter hung. The frozen fields
Sound
of
is
France
up.
were still, no Christmas song was sung. Our families back in England, they were toasting us that day. They're brave and glorious lads so far away. And I was lying with my messmates on the cold and rocky ground, when o'er the fields of battle came a most peculiar sound. Says I, now listen up, me boys, each soldier strained to hear, as one young German voice sang out so clear. He's singing bloody well, you know, my partner says to me. And one by one each German voice joined in the harmony. The cannons rested silent and the gas clouds rolled no more, as Christmas brought us respite from the war. Well, as soon as they were finished and a reverent pause was spent, God rest ye merry gentlemen, struck up some lads from Kent. The next they sang was Stille Nacht, 'tis silent night, says I, and in two tongues one song filled up that sky. There's someone coming towards us, the frontline sentry cried. All sights were fixed on one lone figure trudging from their side. His truce flag like a Christmas star shone on that plain so bright, as he bravely strolled unarmed into the night. Then one by one on either side walked into no man's land. With neither gun nor bayonet we met there hand to hand. We shared some secret brandy and we wished each other well, and in a flare-lit soccer game we gave them hell. And we traded chocolates, cigarettes, and photographs from home. These sons and fathers far away from families of their own. Young Sanders played the squeeze box and they had a violin. This curious and unlikely band of men. Then daylight stole upon us, and France was France once more. With sad farewells we each prepared to settle back to war. But the question haunted every heart that lived that wondrous night: whose family have I fixed within my sights? 'Twas Christmas in the trenches where the frost so bitter hung. The frozen fields of France were warmed when songs of peace were sung. For the walls they built between us to exact their work of war were crumbled and were gone forevermore. My name is Francis Tolliver, in Liverpool I dwell. Each Christmas comes since World War I, I've learned this lesson well. But the ones who call the shots, they won't be among the dead and lame. And on each end of the rifle, we're the same. Silent night, holy night. Christmas in the trenches.
Seems unlikely that anybody who fought in World War I would still be alive.
Didn't hear you.
This is going back some
Didn't hear
years.
you.
I mean, when they met John McCutcheon.
Okay, by the way, Harriet can't.
They were very
Can't hear
very
the
old,
song.
and he did meet them. Look it up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Harriet can't hear us. You have any, we can hear her. She can't hear us. Harvey, do you have any remedy for that?
She should check to see that his speakers
I
are
can't
on.
hear.
I mean, just the obvious. But I don't know how you're going to tell it to her if she can't hear you.
Okay, chat. Here's the chat.
Maybe tell her in chat to go back out and sign back in. Maybe it'll help.
Well, 1 second.
No, that was great, Bob. Someday you're going to hear it with his fiddle playing. It was beautiful. Beautiful rendition of it.
Yeah. Harry, can you hear any of us? You can't hear any of us. Check your speaker connection.
She can't hear you. Okay.
Can't hear anybody.
Huh?
Can't hear
I
anybody.
know. We hear you. We hear you. We hear you here. Okay. Okay, how do we,
Sad.
Go out and come back
should we
in.
log out and come back in again?
She can't hear you,
Yeah.
so just write it.
Okay, log out and come back in again.
No, we just heard you.
Yeah, you got us now?
No, we didn't.
You hear me now? Do you hear me? Do you hear?
No.
She said she just
a little
heard
bit.
you before, but then it stopped again.
Okay, yeah, there's a loose connection on the on your speaker.
We go off.
Huh? But there's a loose connection on the speaker, I think. Okay, let's try that way. Could you read the chat? 1 second.
All right. Down.
I sent her a message in chat, but if she doesn't know how to use chat and she can't hear, it won't do
Okay.
any good.
Chat.
Oh, chat.
Yeah,
Chat.
yeah.
Chat. Okay. Chat.
Chat, okay.
Okay.
Okay, log
Okay.
out and come back. Somebody else write it to her also. Log.
And not hear you or anyone
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
Enter.
Okay. You log out and come back in. So let's see.
She can't hear you.
No, but
Recording on.
Susan wrote that on the chat. Harriet, log out and come in again.
Okay, put recording on. Record. Okay.
I've already told her that in a chat. Sal, you might have to just throw her
Okay.
out and let her come back in.
Yeah, I'm telling her to. You log out and come.
It says close. Host to give you permission to record.
No, close and come back in. You gotta
Close what? Chat?
Tell her it's the leave button. It's not close anything.
Oh, log out.
Right.
Log out. Okay. All right. Log out. Leave.
Okay. Let's in the meantime, until she logs back in, who's next after Bob? I think Bill
Pardon.
Bill Podden.
Yeah, that was me. So,
Okay, so now.
right. So we look in order. We've still got Murray, who isn't muted, and Sol, but apart from that,
Okay, well,
if you're not getting too much echo, I'll carry on anyway. So I don't know if Kathy's looked out her window recently. I just had a look outside, and it really is deep and crisp and even. It is settling very, very rapidly out there. So we could be snowbound for the winter. I'm sure this was a plain black jumper when I started, but I'll have to wonder about that. Kathleen is to blame for me doing this one because earlier in the week, after an exchange, I sent her a really old recording, and I'd only made it as a rough demo for a guy I was going to be playing it with. And I sent Kathy this recording just to prove that I really am rubbish on the keyboards. A little bit like playing chopsticks with mittens on. But it just demonstrated the chords I wanted and where the words might fit, and it gave us a starting point. But we could have trouble coming up here. We'll see what happens. But we're okay. Right. Where was I? Yeah, it's a really old song, and I've never ever sung it unaccompanied before. If anything, I used to have.
Can you hear us?
Yes, we can hear you.
I went off and came back.
Right. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hear me?
Now you need to mute, Harriet.
Can you hear? Can you hear? Can you hear? We can hear you. Talk.
I think she can't hear us, you know.
That didn't work, did it?
I have to tell her she has to stay. She has to stay muted. Let me. One second. Let me.
What's chat? I don't want chat. I want.
It's frustrating.
I want.
Yeah, stay muted. Now I can't connect with the chat even. I'm having a problem with the chat here. So
Right.
All right, let's go.
Well, Harriet,
Has this ever happened before?
No.
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 Oh.
Okay.
Tell her to mute. Tell her to mute because
I can't get through to her on chat either.
Yeah.
Somehow my chat is not getting through to her. Could somebody else chat to her, tell her to stay muted while Bill sings? We've never had something like this happen before.
Yeah.
Saul, why don't you just pull up
Technical
the
difficulty.
participants? Saul, why don't you just pull up the participants window and mute her?
I'm doing that now, but she keeps unmuting. That's the problem.
All right. Muted for now.
Okay.
She might suddenly unmute, but should we just push on anyway and see what happens?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, yes, this is just a very, very old song that I've never sung unaccompanied because it was always, in my mind, it was always set as something different. But it really goes with the time of year that's coming where we are looking back on things we've done before and people we perhaps don't see anymore. And let's see what happens anyway. Dark, distant lines of the silhouetted trees, golden corner
Can't hear you.
rippling in the gentle
Can't hear you.
summer breeze. Green fields messing on the cliffs so high, soft sea reflecting the blue, blue sky. Coastline and countryside, rivers and streams, warm sunny days of all yesterday's dreams. A look around now, that's not how it seems to be anymore. Rose-tinted glasses look back on a different shore. Those we have loved and those we have known, those who were babies and now they are grown, those who have gone from us, leaving behind just fading memories lost in the mind, people and places, ambitions and schemes, unwritten stories with romantic themes. A look around now, that's not how it seems to be for you. Rose-tinted glasses look back on a different view. Coastline and countryside, rivers and streams, warm sunny days of all yesterday's dreams. A look around now, that's not how it seems to be anymore. Rose-tinted glasses look back on a different shore. Rose-tinted glasses look back on a different shore. It's much shorter without the instruments.
That's true.
Okay, thank you so much, Bill. And I asked Harriet to try to.
Is it fixed?
Huh? It's a fix. Can you hear us?
I don't hear anybody.
I tried to send her a chat, and it says that she's not connected. It wouldn't even go up on her chat.
She is now. Try again. She is now. She is connected now. Try. We've never had something like this before.
I sent one.
Okay, we're gonna go. We'll go to the Kathleen. Kathleen is next. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Somebody please see if you can send her messages. I'll tell her that because I have to run the meeting. It's hard for me to concentrate. Okay, Kathleen, you're on the air.
Okay, okay. I was going to try and send them. No, she's not on the list, is she? She's not on the list to send a message to. Okay. Please keep quiet.
By the way, Kathleen, when you come close, we can't
can be
see
muted.
you can't
You
see
want
your
me
head.
to?
We only see your neck. Just the
Oh,
currency you can
really?
see that.
Oh, okay. That's funny. Let me take some of my bag. Is that better? Okay. This is a song by Ralph McTell, and it reminds me of the time when my son-in-law, that died a few months ago. I was up at theirs once, and it was snowing, and he took me up to the peaks, and we climbed this tour called
I think
Man.
we better shut down.
And now please keep quiet, please. So anyway, he took me up Man Tour. We climbed this mountain, just the two of us. So this song reminds me of it. It's called Zigzag Line. Me and my son, the hill we climbed, so steep we took a zigzag line. It was such a long, 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 happy climb, that zigzag line. Sometimes when I feel him sleep, He would just increase his grip a bit upon my hand. Me and my son on top of a hill, breathing hard in the air so still. It was such a long, 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 happy climb, that zigzag line. He looked at me and I looked at him, and both of us began to grin. You know, we laughed out loud. We gathered stones and built a ring big enough to dance around in. It was such a long, 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 happy climb, that zigzag line. Him and me all way up high, building circles in the sky and hollering songs. Me and my son on top of a hill, laughing out loud in the air so still. We had had such a long, 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 happy time.
Harriet, please.
Time to go now, and we both grinned. He took my hand and he knew me and I knew him. Time to go now, and we both grinned. He took my hand and he knew me, and you know I knew him. Okay, that's it.
Yeah. Okay, next is Debbie and Ron.
All right.
I'm sorry that Harriet has the problem, but we have to go on in the meantime until we can get it fixed. I think our speakers are not connected. If somebody could please text that to her now to
I saw it.
check all the wires.
Bob held up that thing. It was hard to see it all though. But Saul, do you have her phone number? You call?
No, I don't. I don't have a phone number.
Harriet, please stay muted.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll stay muted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
All right. Let's see, what key am I in?
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna start with, actually, I'm gonna do a couple.
Well,
so-
first I wanna say it's good to see Susan back. Good to see you. You sound good.
Yeah. Right.
And congratulations, Murray. Who's the lucky lady?
I'm getting married
Where's
in the
my
morning.
invitation?
Oh, I don't know. I'll pick one.
All right, so I'm going to do a couple of days ago would have been Jean Ritchie's 100th birthday. So I'm going to do a couple of her songs. We'll miss her a lot. I come from the mountains, Kentucky's my home, where the wild deer and the black bear so lately did roam. The cool rushing waterfalls, the wildflowers stream, and through every green valley there runs a clear stream. Now there's scenes of destruction on every land, and black waters run down through my land. Sad scenes of destruction on every hand. Black waters run
Big
down
Cats is
through my
muted.
land. Oh, the quail, she's a pretty bird, she sings a sweet song. In the roots of the tall timber, she nests with her young. But the hillsides explode where the dynamites roar, and the promised land. Black waters, no more in my land. Well, wouldn't that be just like the old promised land? Black waters, no more in my land. All right, she wrote a lot of anti-mining songs, but I'll do a love song this time. Let's see, what key am I in? All right, got it, G minor. Because I kept your company, let them say whatever they will. I love with a free goodwill. I love till he loves. They tell me he's poor and they tell me.
Gotta stay muted.
I tell
All right, I'll stay.
to hold their tongue if they could part the sand from the sea, and they might part my love from me. One I love, two he loves, three
Okay. This is the story now. Harriet can hear us. I told her to pull out her microphone. She pulled out the microphone connection. She can hear now. But I told her when she's ready to sing, she'll put it back in so we can hear her. But right now, it's the microphone when it's plugged in, she's not hearing. But when as soon as she pulled the microphone out, she can hear. So Javi, try to diagnose it, okay? That's what it is. Meanwhile, she can hear us, so she's okay.
What kind of a machine is this? Is there a separate
Yes,
input?
Bose.
The microphones are Bose and they're separate.
Put the microphone into a microphone hole and the speaker plug into the speaker plug. If you put them in the wrong place, it's not going to work real well. Once it goes into, once it
Can
comes
you hear
out.
me now?
Yes, I heard you.
I plugged my computer into the speaker.
Your computer into the speaker.
Yeah.
We hear you. Do you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, keep it this way.
Just leave it alone for a while.
Okay. Okay. Just remember to mute when everybody is singing, okay? So,
Okay.
Okay, you got it. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. I believe Lonnie is next, right?
Keep your hands where we can see them.
Lonnie is next.
If she's unsure, you can mute her, Sal.
Yes, now you mute me.
She can mute herself. She can mute herself now.
I can mute myself?
Yes, you can mute yourself now. Okay. Lonnie is going to sing. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to mute.
Okay.
This is the closest thing I've been to working in a club in years. This feels so much like home. Listen, somebody said keep your hands up, and that's a good idea on a Zoom meeting because a lot of times my dog is sitting in my lap and I'm not doing anything filthy. I'm petting my dog down here. That's what you see, so don't get carried away, all right? Speaking of being carried away, how many of you people know where Palatka is? Let me see a show of hands. Okay. Saul knows where Palatka is. Bill's over there going, Palatka? Right. What's that?
And that's the stop on Amtrak after Jacksonville. That's
You're
right.
absolutely-
I don't fly. I take Amtrak when I have to go to New York.
Well, you know what, Saul? I'm even afraid to take Amtrak. I like to go on boats. But anyway, I have a song about Palatka, which is a place that's not really too far from here. And I have a lot of friends there in a group called the Acoustic Circle, which all of you should join, of course, because it's a wonderful group of acoustic people who haven't come to terms with admitting that the minute you plug in a microphone, you're no longer acoustic anyway. So here's the song. It's called Palatka Palaver. I wouldn't lie to you. I think you know that. In the woods near Ocklawaha, Uncle Jim fell from his chair. Oh, you shit, 5 in a row, Joe's I'm a millionaire. Never have we traveled, but the time have come at last. Now we're gonna see the world from Palatka to John's Pass. On 19 in Palatka, the Uber finally stopped. Uncle Jimmy headed into Lowe's and Joe's the beauty shop. Eyeshadow, false eyelashes, and a new wig of long blonde hair. At 82, she looked like new, the wife of a millionaire. Uncle Jim walked by the Chick-fil-A, the smell sure turned him on. As he stepped inside, he quickly spied alone there sat a blonde. Right away he walked on over. Would you mind if I sat here? My God, don't you look lovely? Call me Jim the Millionaire. Well, you see, I won the jackpot and I planked 1,000 down. Spend a weekend with you here in some motel downtown. I know I'm getting older, but I still likes me fun. And to this day
I still can play diddle-dee and diddle-dum. Well, that old hag that I married, she's like a broody hen, a battle axe, and where she spits grass never grows again. She don't believe in loving, she'd rather chew her gum. I can't remember when we played diddle-dee and diddle-dum. Well, he passed her along at 50, see you Friday night at 10. Now I must go and try and find that old broody hen. In every store and restaurant he'd look, but all in vain. In rage he'd call an Uber, headed to the woods again. Well, his old heart started missing when he saw the Palatka blonde sitting by the wood stove with his steel-toed work boots on. Come and stand beside me, rooster, I'm your old broody hen. I'm the battle axe, and where I spit grass never grows again. Well, she threw away the blonde wig, be gentle with me, Jost. Then the steel-nosed work boot landed right where it hurt most. The pain had struck like lightning. Jost, what have you done? She said, make sure you play no more diddle-dee and diddle-dum. Well, the screaming drowned the siren as they raced up 40 way. Stand by Advent Healthcare, emergency on the way. Operation Castration was the fate of Uncle Jim. When he came to right out of the blue, these words she says to him. Now you can still play bingo, you can play a game of pool, you can play the scratch-off, the fiddle and the bow. And you can join the acoustic circle, play the guitar and the drums, but never more will you play diddle-dee and diddle-dum. So all you forest residents who love Fantasy 5, I know y'all have a dream to be a millionaire sometime. Just don't come out a loser when the ticket says you won. Just keep your cool or there'll be no diddle-dee and diddle-dum. Just keep your cool or there'll be no diddle-dee and diddle-dum.
Song about the Latin. Fine place if you ever did. Yeah, thanks very much.
Okay, we have.
I loved it.
It's a true story. I wouldn't lie to you. I think you know that.
I never heard it called that.
We have a few late comers in here. First of all, let's see, Jerry, are you with us? Jerry Carb, are you with us yet? Okay, it's your turn. It's your turn.
Oh, it's my. Okay. Then I guess I'm with you. I'm sorry I had to disappear for a while to attend a memorial service, and I haven't seen you guys in a while. It's been a little bit. It's that time of the year, and I won't see you next week because I've got a concert next week with the Queen's Oratorio Society. But this is a tune that was written by Jimmy Rogers, not Jimmy Rogers, the yodeling brakeman, but Jimmy Rogers, the blues man. This was first recorded back in 1956, and I get reminders of tunes because people send things on Facebook, and you go, "Oh yeah, that's right, that tune." Okay, so I wish Bill and I were in the same room so he could play some harmonica on this, but what are you gonna do? Soon enough, Bill. Soon enough. Well, I'm walking by myself. I hope you'll understand. I just want to be your loving man. Said I love you. Yes, I love you all of my heart and soul. Wouldn't mistreat you for my weight in gold. You know I love you. You know it's true. I give you all of my love. What more can I do? I'm a walking by myself. I hope you'll understand. I just want to be your loving man. They said I'm a walking by myself. I hope you'll understand. I just want to be your loving man. You know I love you. Yes, I love you all of my heart and soul. Wouldn't mistreat you for my weight in gold. You know I love you. You know it's true. I give you all of my love. What more can I do? I'm a walking by myself. I hope you'll understand. I just want to be your loving man. I just want to be your loving man. I said one last time now, I just want to be your loving man.
You've been
Sounded great,
practicing,
Bill. You
Jerry.
sounded great.
We really miss you, Jerry.
I miss you guys too. You know, this is much more fun than doing legal work or any of that crap. You know, so great to see everybody.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
David Jones, unmute so we can hear you.
Yeah, me?
Yeah. Are you still in New Jersey yet? Where are you?
Pardon?
Are you in Florida yet, or are you in New Jersey?
We're in New Jersey.
Still New Jersey. Okay, yeah. You're next. Okay.
Oh, okay. I'll sing you an old little sea shanty type song called it'll come to me what it's called, but it's got a line on it about called White Stocking Days. And White Stocking Days was a provision made so that the wives of fishermen and sailors who were a long time at sea could go down to the shipping office and collect half of their husband's wages. So they dressed up, put their best clothes on, white stockings and all, and went down there and collected half the money and probably went out at quite a good old time. The rain, it rains all the day long. Bold Riley, oh, bold Riley. And the northern winds, they blow so strong. Bold Riley, oh, has gone away. Goodbye, my sweetheart. Goodbye, me dear old. Bold Riley, oh, bold Riley. Goodbye, me darling. Goodbye, me dear old Bold Riley O has gone away. Come now, Molly, don't look so glum. Bold Riley O, Bold Riley. Come White Stocking Day, you'll be drinking hot rum. Bold Riley O has gone away. Goodbye, me sweetheart. Goodbye, me dear old Bold Riley, oh, Bold Riley. Goodbye, me darling. Goodbye, me dear old Bold Riley, oh, has gone away. We're outward bound for the Bengal Bay. Bold Riley, oh, Bold Riley. Get bending, me lads, it's a hell of a way. Bold Riley, oh, has gone away. Goodbye, me sweetheart. Goodbye, me dear old Bold Riley, oh, Bold Riley. Goodbye, me darling. Goodbye, me dear old Bold Riley, oh, has gone away. There you go.
David, before you came on, Murray sang from the song from My Fair Lady. You know, I'm going to send me to the church, bring me to the church on time. I think you played the role of Stanley Holloway. I think was it in London? Something My Fair Lady. Did you play that?
I've been in two productions of My Fair Lady. In one, I played Colonel Pickering, and the other one, I was Alfred P. Doolittle himself.
Okay, that was great.
Yeah.
Murray's going to sing another song later from My Fair Lady. Okay, thank you so much. When are you coming to Florida, David?
Be in the early in the new year, so.
Okay, we'll be looking forward to seeing you.
Okie doke, and looking forward to seeing you.
Yeah. Okay. Next is Mike Reeves. Glad you were able to make it. Mike, you want to unmute? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Back in London again. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I've just been to the carol service. We were singing at the folk carol service, and I haven't got anything prepared tonight, so I thought I might do one that we did there. But a weather report for, I don't know if Bill or Kathleen even know. It's snowing outside, but I came back from wet snow. It's not very good snow, but it's yeah. So yeah, this, and I've only got the bass part, but fortunately we sing the tune. So you got dom dopper dom dopper dom dopper dom dopper tooraloo patter patter pan. Will you to the village come, men and women from every home, when we hear the fife and drum? Tooraloo patter patter patter, pan. When we hear the fife and drum, Christmas should be frolicsome. Dum dopper dum dopper dum dopper dum dopper tooraloo, patter patter pan. Thus the folk in olden days felt their hearts filled with love and praise when they hear the fife and drum. Tooraloo, patter patter pan. When they hear the fife and drum, children all in mirth will come. Dum dopper dum dopper dum dopper tooraloo, patter patter pan. Love and man are now become more at one than fife and drum. When you hear the fife and drum, tooraloo, patter patter pan. When you hear the fife and drum, dance and make the village hum. Dum dopper dum dopper dum dopper dum dop, tooraloo, patter patter pan. Cool patter pan. Little French carol.
Thanks so much, Mike. Okay, now it's my turn, and wait, Devora, are you planning to sing or not?
Thank you, not. Thank you.
Okay. What about Ben Katz? I think that probably not, right? Otherwise, you would tell me. Okay, not performing. Okay. So it's my turn now. Usually when people think of Oklahoma, the first thing you think of is tornadoes. Okay, and the Dust Bowl refugees, people who because of the storms, it gets there's a lot of sand over there, and they can get pretty bad sometimes. You usually think of Woody Guthrie, but this song was written by Sis Cunningham, and it was first recorded by Pete Seeger. Then later, Sis Cunningham did record it later herself, and the last person to record it was, believe it or not, Bruce Springsteen. Okay, and it's called My Oklahoma Poem That Blowed Away. When they opened up the strip, I was young and full of zip. I wanted some place to call my own, and so I made the race and staked me out a place and settled down along the Cimarron. It blowed away, it blowed away. My Oklahoma home, it blowed away. It looked so green and fair when I built my shanty there, but my Oklahoma home, it blowed away. Oh, I planted wheat and oats, got some chickens and some shoats, aimed to have some ham and eggs to feed my face. Got a mule to pull the plow, got an old red muley cow, and got a fancy mortgage on the place. It blowed away, it blowed away. All the crops I planted blowed away. You can't grow any grain if you ain't got any rain. All except the mortgage blowed away. Oh, it looked so green and fair when I built my shanty there. I figured I was all set for life. I put on my Sunday best with my fancy scallop vest and went to town and picked me out a wife. She blowed away, she blowed away. My Oklahoma woman blowed away. Mister, as I bent and kissed her, she was picked up by a twister. My Oklahoma woman blowed away. Then I was left alone, listening to the moan of the wind around the corners of my shack. So I took off down the road when the south wind blowed, traveling with the wind at my back. I blowed away, I blowed away, chasing a dust cloud up ahead. Once it looked so green and fair, now it's arm is overhead. Now now I'm always close to home, no matter where I roam. For Oklahoma, dust is everywhere. Makes no difference where I'm walking. I can hear my chickens squawking. I can hear my wife a talking in the air. It blowed away. It blowed away. My Oklahoma home blowed away. But my home is always near. It's in the atmosphere. My Oklahoma home that blowed away. I'm a Roman Oklahoman, but I'm always close to home. And I'll never get homesick till I die. No matter where I'm found, my home is all around. My Oklahoma home is in the sky. It blowed away, it blowed away. My farm down upon the Cimarron, but all around the world, wherever dust is whirled. Some is from my Oklahoma home. It blowed away, it blowed away. My Oklahoma home blowed away. Oh, it's up there in the sky, that dust cloud rolling by. My Oklahoma home is blown away. Okay, and with that, okay, now Harriet, let's see. You want to do it with or without the bows connected? How do you want to do it?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you now, but when you played the first time, we were able to hear the guitar, but we couldn't hear your voice. Try it now, and we'll hear how it is.
Okay, hold on.
But if you decide to use the bows, you're gonna have to pull it out after you sing so that you can hear us.
Okay, let's see how this works.
Okay.
Can you hear my guitar?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I'll try to sing loud so that the guitar doesn't drown you out.
Oh, this one is a loud one. This is adorable. I don't know if you've ever heard of this. It's called The Lonesome Loser.
I mean, I have plenty of.
Did you take that from the way back top of the freezer?
This is the one you brought up.
Okay, yeah, no. It's
Well, wait, somebody's not muted here. Debbie and Ron, you're not muted. I'm muting you. Okay. Okay. Murray is not muted. Murray, can you please mute? You're muted now. Okay. Okay, Harriet, you have the floor. I'm going to mute.
He's the kind of man puts on a motorcycle jacket and he weighs about 105. He's the kind of surfer with a whole daddy haircut and you wonder how he'll ever survive. He's the kind of frog I'm wearing 20 pounds 20 pounds of weight and you wonder how he'll ever, I don't know. He's the kind of soldier with no sense of direction. You wonder where he'll send him in the jungle alone. But when they and the little girls are walking, they call him a son of a gun. He's got him. It's the, let's see, pumpkin. I think I better sing another song. All right, let's do this one. Oh, hold on a minute. I've got to do capo, which I hate. All right. Thank you for your patience. I didn't practice that one. Okay. I asked my love to take a walk, just a little walk, just a little walk down the side where the waters flow down by the bank of the ocean. Did I sing and play and you heard both?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, good. There's hope. Thank you all.
Thank you. Okay, and now Pat and Harvey. Now we have everybody's sound straightened out now, so we should be okay.
Okay.
Everybody else, please mute when Pat and Harvey is singing.
All right, this song is it's
so easy.
It's so easy.
It should be easier to remember the name of a song called "It's So Easy,"
Yeah.
but for some reason it's not.
It's not. Anyway, this version is Linda Ronstadt's version.
It was originally Buddy Holly.
Yeah. It's so easy to fall in love. It's so easy to fall in love. People tell me love's for fools. See how it goes, breaking all the rules.
So easy.
So goddamn easy.
Easy, it's so 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 easy, so easy way.
Concern my heart can learn. It's so easy to fall in love. It's so easy to fall in love. Look into your heart and see what your love looks like.
So easy, it's so easy, it's so easy, it's so easy. So easy, it's easy, it's so easy, it's so easy, it's so easy, it's easy, it's so easy where you're concerned. My heart belongs.
It's so easy to fall in love. It's so easy to fall in love.
Seems so easy, so easy, so easy, it's so easy. Easy, it's so easy, it's so easy, it's so easy. Seems so easy, so easy, it's so easy, it's so easy. Where
Your concern, my heart has learned. It's so easy to fall in love. It's so easy to fall in love.
So easy
to fall in love. It's so easy to fall in love.
It's so easy to fall in love.
Whoa,
It's so easy to fall in love.
Thank you, Pat. That was beautiful. And now Harvey.
Get this thing centered so I can see all the words and we're all set. There we go. So I've been saving this for the season. This is a Paul Simon song called Hazy Shade of Winter. Time, see what's become of me. While I looked around for my possibilities, I was so hard to please. I look around, leaves are brown, and the sky is a hazy shade of winter. Hear the Salvation Army band. Down by the riverside, it's bound to be a better ride than what you've got planned. Carry your cup in your hand. I look around, leaves are brown now, and the sky is a hazy shade of winter. Hang on to your hopes, my friend. Now that's an easy thing to say, but if your hopes should pass away, simply pretend that you can build them. I look around, grass is high, the fields are ripe, it's the springtime of my life. Seasons change with the scenery, weaving time in a tapestry. Won't you stop and remember me? any convenient time. Funny how my manuscript while looking over manuscripts of unpublished rhyme, drinking my vodka and wine. I look around, leaves are brown, and the sky is a hazy shade of winter. Look around, leaves are brown, there's a patch of snow on the ground. Look around, leaves are brown, there's a patch of snow on the ground. Look around, leaves are brown, there's a patch of snow on the ground.
I think next, I believe, is Maury. Am I
Okay.
right? Yeah.
All right. So this is continuing.
I hate to interrupt, Saul. We got to go to our thing next door. I'm going to leave everything running, so the recording should keep going until you close the meeting off.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Have a good
Thank
week.
you.
Okay. By the way, you can all hear yourself. You know, it's the recording is up on Facebook and on YouTube around 2 hours usually after the show. It's up, so you can all, we record every week. You can all hear yourselves. Okay, so Murray.
Okay. All right. So as I was saying, this is a continuation of songs from My Fair Lady. But this song that I'm going to sing now was not sung by Mr. Holloway, or as he's known in the play, what's his name? Doolittle. Yeah, Mr. John Doolittle. That was Eliza's father. This one is sung by somebody who was sort of he was sort of a rival to what's the name of the part that I can't remember. The guy who was the speech teacher to Eliza. What was his name? Dr.
Henry Higgins.
Henry Higgins. That's it. I couldn't remember the name for some reason. Okay. But he was this guy who sang the song that I'm going to sing was a rival to Henry Higgins because
That was Freddie. It was Freddie.
Freddie, that's right. I know the name. I have it written down here, but I didn't. Somehow I forgot Henry Higgins. But this guy was Freddie Ainfield Hill. His last name was hyphenated, Ainfield Hill. And he didn't talk like Doolittle either because he spoke more of an educated, high-class English accent. And actually, the guy who played him in the movie was somebody that many people, and especially English people or people from the UK, are familiar with. And his name was Jeremy Brett. Now, do you remember what Jeremy Brett was better known for what part he played? And he played for
Sherlock Holmes.
That's exactly right. Yeah. He was the one in the Granada productions of Sherlock Holmes. But in this one, he plays a would-be admirer of Eliza, who in the film was played by Audrey Hepburn, and a lot of people are admirers of the way she looks. But anyway, it was Jeremy Brett who played that part, and I'm surprised because Jeremy Brett had voice training. He was a good singer, and yet his voice was not chosen for the part in the movie. It was dubbed by somebody named Bill Shirley. So I don't know. I can't figure why they did that when they had somebody who already could sing. All right, but anyway, the song that I'm going to sing is On the Street Where You Live. It's about Freddie, who wants to hang out always on the street where Eliza was. and he loved the way she talked, and he loved her looks and everything. Okay. All right, so this is how it goes. I have often walked down the street before, but the pavement always stayed beneath my feet before. All at once am I several stories high, knowing I'm on the street where you live. Are there lilac trees in the heart of town? Can you hear a lark in any other part of town? Does enchantment pour out of every door? No, it's just on the street where you live. And oh, the towering feeling, just to know somehow you are near. The overpowering feeling that any second you may suddenly appear. People stop and stare, they don't bother me, for there's nowhere else on earth that I would rather be. Let the time go by, I won't care if I can be here on the street where you live.
Very nice.
Beautiful.
There's a good English posh accent as well.
And in the movie, Marnie Nixon dubbed for Audrey Hepburn's voice. Audrey did a little bit on her own, but and she was a pretty good singer actually. But Marnie Nixon dubbed in that one. In West Side Story, she dubbed for Natalie Hill, was it? I forget her name.
Natalie Wood.
And also in a third movie, she dubbed the soundtrack.
The King and I.
The King and I. The King and I, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for that information, David. Okay, so now we go back to Oregon again, and Bob Winkler. Everyone else, please mute, including me.
Yeah, I used to do some theater myself. Nothing like David, of course. Community theater. Managed to get myself into the chorus of Pippin somehow. Off Broadway, about 200 miles off Broadway. But anyway, I usually capo this up. This is a Bobby Vinton song, but not today. Just still coming out of this, whatever it was, not COVID, RSV or something. Anyway, My Special Angel. Angel, angel, whoa, whoa, angel, angel, whoa, whoa. You are my special angel, sent from up above. The Lord smiled down on me and sent an angel to love. You are my special angel, right from paradise. I know that you're an angel, heaven is in your eyes. A smile from your lips brings the summer sunshine the tears from your eyes bring the rain. I feel your touch, your warm embrace, and I'm in heaven again. You are my special angel through eternity. I'll have my special angel here to watch over me. A smile from your lips brings the summer sunshine. Tears from your eyes bring the rain. I feel your touch, your warm embrace, and I'm in heaven again. You are my special angel through eternity. I'll have my special angel here to watch over me, here to watch over me. Angel, angel, walk. Best I could do.
Back memories from high school.
Oh, yeah.
Show my
Is that a
age.
Little Anthony song?
What was that?
Who sang that song?
Bobby Vinton.
Bobby Vinton.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I remember dancing to that music.
Okay, I
Bob
believe
Winkler. Bob, that wasn't at the Ivoryton Playhouse, was it? Pippin?
I don't know if it was there or not, but we did it at a community theater playhouse in Mystic, Connecticut.
In Mystic,
Memories, memories, wonderful.
We saw it at Ivoryton. Anyhow, I know we ran around in the same crazy area for a while there.
Yeah. I'm Susan, you're on.
Okay, well, we're looking for another short song that Sue can help out with here. And going to do an old Buck Owens song, country singer there. But he wrote some good songs. And probably a lot of people know Ray Charles doing this. Oh, it's crying time again, you're gonna leave me. I can see that far away look in your eyes. I can tell by the way you hold me, darling, that it won't be long before it's crying time. Now they say that absence makes the heart grow fonder, and that tears are only rain to make love grow. Well, my love for you could never grow much stronger if I lived to be 100 years old. Oh, it's crying time again, you're gonna leave me. And I can see that far away look in your eye. I can tell by the way you hold me, darling, that it won't be long before it's crying time. Now you say you found someone that you love better. That's the way it happened every time before. But as sure as the sun comes up tomorrow, crying time will start when you walk out the door. Oh, it's crying time again, you're gonna leave me. I can see that far away look in your eye. And I can tell by the way you hold me, darling, that it won't long before it's crying time.
Great.
Nice harmonizing.
Thank you.
Okay, Bob.
Okay, well, I am going to do a song by the Florida-based singer-songwriter down here, Rod McDonald, and he's performed a little bit at our Broward Folk Festival down there a couple of times. But he's back from the Greenwich Village gang back there, way back there, with Dave Van Ronk and all those fellows. But he moved down here quite a few years ago to be with his mother at the end of her life, and she passed away and he stayed, so he's still down here. Anyway, while I was at the beach yesterday, I was thinking about all the songs of the holidays that say snow in them, and we talked a little bit about snow today. Our daughter's up near where David was, and she showed us a picture of snow flurries this morning. So anyway, this is kind of a song about love lost and the coming of the snow. When you decide you return again to the land that raised you, and you find yourself traveling back to your New England home, and you're passing through and you run into somebody I used to know. Tell her I'm thinking about her and the coming of the snow. If you're standing on the pier by the empty harbor, and the fishing boats are lying quiet until the spring, and you need a fire to sit beside while the winter weaves out its cloak, tell her I've been thinking about her and the coming of the snow. If you awaken with her long hair spread across your shoulder, and the day outside is as dark as her eyes, take care to hold her close into the morning. She will be true to you if you love her more than I. You're traveling in the woods I used to walk along, and you find her out there standing in the fallen leaves, and the chill should pass through the arms that cradle her longing. You know I can take her hand one more time for me. You decide to return again to the land that raised you, and you find yourself traveling back to your New England home, and you're passing through and you run into somebody I used to know. Tell her I've been thinking about her and the coming of the snow. Rod McDonald.
Now from sunny South Florida up to cold England. Bill Pardon.
Okay, and yes, we have definitely got several inches of snow, nicely settled and getting deeper by the time. So I was going to do a take on the Cutty Wren, but I've changed my mind. I'll keep it simple. And this is a Graham Miles song, and he based it on an old newspaper cutting that he picked up. And the story tells itself. Maggie Cook was a Cleveland lass. Ah, dear go, ah, dear go. She lived just beside where the Esquarters pass. Ah, dear go, ah, dear go, ah, dear go. How the cold winds do blow. Young Jack was a shepherd, and she loved him. Ah, dear go, ah, dear go. They planned to be wed before the winter set in. Ah, dear go, ah, dear go, ah, dear go. How the cold winds do blow. Well, the day of their wedding was drawing quite near. Ah, dear go, ah, dear go, when the snow fell much earlier than normal that year. Ah, dear go, ah, dear go, ah, dear go, how the cold winds do blow. Now Jack, he was sent for his sheep to attend. Ah, dear go, ah, dear go. But he had not returned as the clock struck out 10. Ah, dear go, ah, dear go, ah, dear go. How the cold winds do blow. Well, the snows never ceased for 3 months and more. Ah, dear go, ah, dear go, and lay 5 foot deep high up over the moor. Ah, dear go, ah, dear go, ah, dear go, how the cold winds do blow. It was early in April when the snow thawed out thin. Ah, dear go, ah, dear go. They found young Jack's body and carried him in. Ah, dear go, ah, dear go, ah, dear go. How the cold winds do blow. And what of poor Maggie? Where did she go? Ah, dear go, ah, dear go. Why, she packed up her bags. Where she went, no one knows. Ah, dear go, ah, dear go, ah, dear go. How the cold winds do blow. Oh, didn't it?
Thank you so much. Now, staying in England for a while, Kathleen.
Right. I've got another winter song. It's called Winter Song. It's by Scottish singer-songwriter Emily Smith, which I think I played about a year ago, probably, when the weather was bad before. My cat's sitting next to me complaining. I think she wants me to turn the snow off, I think. The leaves are falling from the trees. Farewell for now, warm summer breeze. The weather has been kind this year, but now the winter will soon be here. night drawing to shorter days, and I hear the old folk and the country people say, don't fear the dark, nature has it all in hand. Time to reflect and renew the tired land. So we'll stoke the fire and light the lamp, turn our backs in from the damp, settle down beneath the starry sky, endure the winter's passing by. I see the frost sketched, etched upon the glass. In the morning sun he soon moves fast, but he'll be back to claim the frozen ground. With each clear day he surely come around. The geese fly south to find a warmer home, while the weary bull he soldiers on alone. Children laughter crackles in the air, sparks fly high and they catch them if they dare. So we'll stoke the fire and light the lamp, turn our backs in from the damp, settle down beneath the starry sky, endure the winter's passing by. With carol song and trees all taken down, we've passed a dram and the bells no longer sound. Snowdrops rise with the promise of the spring. There's talk and wonder at what the year might bring. The blackbird starts to thicken up her nest, while the early lamb he takes a snowy step. But the north wind's grip, it tightens with his chill, and holds the buds closed against their will. So we'll stoke the fire and light the lamp, turn our backs in from the damp, settle down beneath the starry sky, endure the winter's passing by. So we'll stoke the fire and light the lamp, turn our backs in from the damp, settle down beneath the starry sky, endure the winter's passing by.
Very sweet.
Thank you. Thank you, Kathy. Beautiful song. Hey, Debbie and Ron, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm ready. I don't know if you are. I'm in a what is this? When you're thinking about things that used to be. We had when I looked at the paper this morning, the local paper, I had an article on the Roosevelt Airfield, and it brought me back to when I was a kid. I was born in 1950, which was 5 years after the World War II ended, and reminders of World War II were everywhere. And I just had to look at my father with his flight jacket. And the TV was full of shows like Victory at Sea and Combat and stuff like that with Vic Morrow. And, it just, it brings me back. And one of the things that was also fairly recently passed was the Depression. And there were constant reminders at the dinner table about the Depression. And it was like, eat your peas and carrots. People are starving in China. And I'm like, Well, give them my peas and carrots. I don't want to eat them. But when you're a kid, you don't really understand. My folks went through the Depression. Debbie's folks, all our folks went through the Depression. My father said that dinner was a piece of white bread with some gravy on it. Sometimes that's how they got by. Anyway,
this is from right before.
This is from that period. Debbie knows a little bit about this song.
Right. This is you probably all know it, but anyway, it's considered the anthem of the Great Depression. It was part of the 1932 musical review Americana, and the melody was actually based on a Russian Jewish lullaby. And the most well-known recordings were by Bing Crosby, Al Jolson, Rudy Valley. And at that time, it was considered by Republicans to be anti-capitalist propaganda. So here we have it.
They used to tell me I was building a dream, and so I followed them up. When there was earth to plow or guns to bear, I was always there, right on the job. They used to tell me I was building a dream, with peace and glory ahead. Why should I be standing in line, just waiting for bread? Once I built a railroad, made it run, made it race against time. Once I built a railroad, now it's done. Brother, can you spare a dime? Once I built a tower up to the sun, brick and rivet and lime. Once I built a tower, now it's done. Brother, can you spare a dime? Once in khaki suits, gee, we look swell, full of that Yankee doodly-dum. 500,000 boots went slogging through hell, and I was the kid with a drum. Oh, say, don't you remember, they called me Al. It was Al all the time. Why don't you remember, I'm your pal. Say, buddy, can you spare a dime? Once in khaki suits, ah, gee, we look swell, full of that Yankee doodly-dum. 500,000 boots went slogging through hell, and I was the kid with a drum. Oh, say, don't you remember, they called me Al. It was Al all the time. Say, don't you remember, I'm your pal. Brother, can you spare a dime?
That was
okay.
Well,
And
my
then,
parents had that. My parents had that record, and I used to play it all the time.
yeah, that was Yip Harburg in 1932. Anyhow, so that led us up until World War II, which of course fixed the Depression as wars
yeah,
tend
well,
to
you know,
do stuff because of crooked. Never mind.
the,
But anyway, so it was just Pearl Harbor Day a couple of days ago, December 7th. So I was going to do a World War II time song, and that so his dad was in the Navy, mine was in the Army.
well, Long Island was a huge industrial powerhouse, and
Building
a fellow named
munitions.
Dick Cheney took all of the jobs away from Long Island and brought them to California. 40, 50 years ago, whatever it was, 40 years ago, 30 years ago, long
Right.
time ago. They're all gone. The island doesn't look anything at all like it used to when I grew up.
Yeah,
For
so-
that and other reasons. But, you know, since I'm being this nostalgic is the word I'm trying to remember today,
All right,
I'm gonna.
but
we're gonna
anyway,
do.
so Pearl Harbor Day was December 7th, which happens to also be my parents' anniversary. They got married exactly 2 years after the war ended. And I came along about a year later. But
Oops.
anyhow, so no, it was a year and 2 weeks. So actually,
Doing good thing.
yeah, so this is Woody Guthrie's song that he wrote at that time when he was in the Merchant Marine. I just got my army call. I run down to the army hall. Sally come running like a cannonball, and I told her not to look after me. Oh, when I'm gone, Sally, don't you grieve. When I'm gone, Sally, don't you grieve. When I'm gone, Sally, don't you grieve. And I told her not to grieve after me. I'm gonna cross that ocean wide on a big rifle by my side. When Hitler's beaten, be my bride. And I told her not to grieve after me. Oh, when I'm gone, Sally, don't you grieve. When I'm gone, Sally, don't you grieve. When I'm gone, Sally, don't you grieve. And I told her not to grieve after me. I'm gonna jump in a flying machine, loaded full of whiskey and tea. Stop old Hitler is what I mean, and I told her not to grieve after me. So when I'm gone, Sally, don't you grieve. When I'm gone, Sally, don't you grieve. When I'm gone, Sally, don't you grieve. And I told her not to grieve after me. A souvenir I'll send to you, send Hirohito and Hitler too. That's about all one fella can do, but I told her not to grieve after me. Oh, when I'm gone, Sally, don't you grieve. When I'm gone, Sally, don't you grieve. When I'm gone, Sally, don't you grieve. And I told her not to grieve after me. Sally, get a job and save your pay. Work your best for the USA. Write me a letter about every day, and I told her not to grieve after me. So when I'm gone, Sally, don't you grieve. When I'm gone, Sally, don't you grieve. When I'm gone, Sally, don't you grieve. And I told her not to grieve after me. If a blackout comes to the old hometown, Sally, won't you pull your curtains down? If the shade goes up, then the ship goes down. Oh, Sally, don't you grieve after me. Oh, when I'm gone, Sally, don't you grieve. When I'm gone, Sally, don't you grieve. When I'm gone, Sally, don't you grieve. And I told her not to grieve after me. One more time, when I'm gone, Sally, don't you grieve. When I'm gone, Sally, don't you grieve. When I'm gone, Sally, don't you grieve. And I told her not to grieve after me. Woody.
Bravo. Thank you so much for having me around. Okay, now from Queens back to Florida, North Florida, the Ocala National Forest, and Lonnie.
Yeah, here we are again. Nobody's done any real Irish song tonight, so I thought that I would, since it's something I customarily do. I'll do it on the keyboard as long as Tyrion here lets me reach the keys, which I think I'll be able to do. So it's called The Foggy Dew. As down the glen one Easter morn to a city fair rode I, their armed lines of marching men in squadrons passed me by. No pipe did hum, nor battle drum did
sound, its loud tattoo. But the Angelus bells or the Liffey swells rang out in the foggy dew. Right proudly high in Dublin town hung they out the flag of war. 'Twas better to die 'neath an Irish sky than at Sufla or Sudelbar. And from the plains of Royal Meath strong men came hurrying through, while Britannia's Huns with their long-range guns sailed in through the foggy dew. The bravest fell, and the requiem bell rang mournfully and clear for those who died that Eastertide in the springing of the year, while the world did gaze with deep amaze at those fearless men, but few, who bore the fight that freedom's light might shine through the foggy dew. As back through the glen I rode again, and my heart with me felt sore, for I parted then with valiant men, whom I never shall see them more. But to and fro in my dreams I go, and I kneel and pray for you. For slavery fled a glorious dead when you fell in the foggy dew.
The foggy dew.
Pretty.
Beautiful, beautiful line.
Yes.
Now back to
Jerry.
Long Island. Jerry, you ready for us?
Sure. Every once in a while, I like to remind everybody that the name of this group is the Boca Folk and Bluegrass Club, right? Folk and Bluegrass Club, right? And I will tell you that I met a great friend of mine, and I met Saul and Faye a long time ago in the context of, among other things, some bluegrass, right? I heard that there was this great one-day festival up in New City, New York, and there was this great guy that ran this great club. And I wandered up there, and they said, oh, there's a jam tent. You should go check out this jam tent. There's this crazy banjo player playing in this jam tent, running a jam. And that was Roger Sprung. And Roger, for those of you who are not familiar with that name, Roger Sprung is still around. He's 92 years old now, and he's still around. He can't really play anymore, but he's still up in Newtown, Connecticut, mentoring people and doing stuff. And I think this is the first tune that I played with Roger, and it's got a chorus. It's a real bluegrass standard. And Ron, we're going to play in the key of B flat minor. No, we're going to play in the key of G. In the key of G. I'm going to keep it nice and straightforward this time. And your part goes. It's a very, very philosophical tune. Your part goes, roll in my sweet baby's arms, roll in my sweet baby's arms, gonna lay around the shack till the mail train comes back, and roll in my sweet baby's arms. That's the life philosophy for you, my friends. Okay. Ain't gonna work on the railroad. Ain't gonna work on the farm. Gonna lay around the shack till the mail train comes back. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Here's your part. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Gonna lay around the shack till the mail train comes back. Roll in my sweet baby's arms. Well, now where was you last Friday night while I was lying there in jail? You was walking the streets with another man, wouldn't even go my bail. Rolling my sweet baby's arms. Rolling my sweet baby's arms. Gonna lay around the shack till the mail train comes back. Rolling my sweet baby's arms. Mama, she's a beauty operator. Sister can weave and can spin it. Daddy's got an interest in that old cotton mill, watching the money roll in. Rolling my sweet baby's arms. Rolling my sweet baby's arms. Gonna lay around the shack till the mail train comes back. Rolling my sweet baby's arms. Well, I know that your parents do not like me. They drove me away from your door. If I had all my time to do over, I'd never go there anymore. Rolling my sweet baby's arms. Rolling my sweet baby's arms. Gonna lay around the shack till the mail train comes back. Rolling my sweet baby's arms. Gonna lay around the shack till the mail train comes back. Rolling my sweet baby's arms.
Barry, we hope you'll stick around for the ultimate, right?
You got it. You got it. Our house guests are not coming back to the house for a while. We've been invaded by my daughter's friends from the West Coast. And so I snuck down to the basement here while they're out of the house. So I got lucky here. So I'm happy.
What's that?
Okay,
What's
so
that great bridge doing in your basement?
That bridge behind me, that somebody said, "Oh, that looks like the Golden Gate Bridge." No,
Arizona.
nothing that luxurious. It is the poor Throgs Neck Bridge, running from Queens to the Bronx. You know, that's what it is.
Background.
Yeah, well, there you go. Listen, you don't want to see what's down here in this basement. You know, you really don't.
It's full of frogs.
Okay, so now we'll go across the George Washington Bridge to Leonia, New Jersey, and David Jones.
Oh, wow. I just got back from walking my dog and I'm in the attic. So Jed has been relegated to the basement. I've been shoved up in the attic. Let's see. You might remember these songs. Nowadays, we often gaze on women over 50 without the slightest trace of wrinkles on their face. Doctors go and take their dough to make them young and nifty. But doctors I defy to tell me just why. No matter how young a prune may be, he's always full of wrinkles. We may get them on our face, prunes get them every place. Nothing ever worries them, they never sit and brood. No matter how young a prune may be, he's always getting stewed. In the kingdom of the fruits, the prune is snubbed by others, and they are not allowed to mingle with the crowd, though they're never on display with all their highbrow brothers. They never seem to mind. To this fact there is hind. No matter how young a prune may be, he's always full of wrinkles. Beauty treatments always fail. They're just tried all to no avail. Other fruits are envious because they know real well. No matter how young a prune may be, hot water makes them swell. Frank Crummett.
Never heard that one before, David.
Well,
thank you so much.
Frank Crummett was on the radio a lot in England when I was a young lad, and Abdul the Bull Bullamir was another of his big songs. He was very, very popular.
Yeah, I wasn't in England, that's why I never heard it. Okay, now Mike Reeves. Unmute, Mike.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not going to do another one. I haven't got anything else up ready.
Okay, so you pass.
Yeah.
Okay, then. So now, Dvorah, I don't think that you want to sing any. Do you want to sing, Dvorah? I think she's just listening.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Okay.
Thanks for asking, though.
Yeah. Okay, so if that's the case, I go, and then after that, Jerry is going to close the show. So I just want to make an announcement. Next week will be our last session till after the holidays. I sent the link out because Christmas and New Year's come out on Sunday, and I'm sure you all want to be with your family that day rather than with me. So we'll be doing next week. Next will be the last week for 2 weeks. We'll skip Christmas, we'll skip New Year's Day, and I will send out a new link right after New Year's. January 8th, we resume again full time. Okay, so I just want to let you know that. So next week we'll all be here, and then the following 2 weeks we'll be with our families, and then on the 8th we'll all be back again. Okay, so the song that I'm going to do is written by Bob Zentz. Now, for those of you who don't know him, Bob Zentz, he's an older gentleman. He sings maritime songs, writes maritime songs. He's from Virginia. And to show what a nice guy this guy really is, I think it was 2 years ago or three, no, it was right before COVID, when they had the last South Florida Folk Festival. He came down and he stayed with Ed Trickett. You know, the two of them were very good friends. Unfortunately, Ed passed away, you know, this past year. You know, it was a big shock to all of us. But Bob Zentz was at the festival. Faye and I were supposed to be at the festival that day, but I think one of us didn't feel well, so we didn't go. Bob Zentz finished his set, I think, around 4 o'clock. He had some dinner. 6 o'clock, he and his wife, Jeannie McDougall, who's also a great musician, they surprised us. They come over to our house, and they sat and they sang with us till midnight, the two of them. I mean, this was really something, you know, to behold. You have some really nice guys there. Bob is really one of the best. And of course, Ed Trickett, we all miss him every day. I inherited his collection, and there's so many records I haven't even gone through yet of trad music. I mean, I'll be listening for a long time to all those records that he 5 cartons of stuff was delivered to me, and I feel I would rather have Ed here himself rather than his collection, believe me. Okay, so this song was written by Bob Zentz, and it's like a shanty type, you know, with a chorus. It's called "Light from the Lighthouse." You'll get the chorus as we go along. It's very, very easy. When the daylight fades and the shadows fall, let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. And the weather watch spies a coming squall, let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Then the sun sinks low in the troubled sea. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. The wind will blow and the rain falls free. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Here's the chorus. Shine on me, oh shine on me. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Shine on me, oh shine on me. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Then the clouds boil black and the wind will wail. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. And you're caught in the teeth of a living gale. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Shine on me, oh shine on me. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Shine on me, oh shine on me. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Then your sailor's heart is filled with fear. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. When the sound of the turf of the surf on the rocks is near, let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Oh, shine on me, shine on me. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Shine on me, oh, shine on me. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Then the wind drops off and the seas be calmed. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. But the fog is thick just before the dawn. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Oh, shine on me, shine on me. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Shine on me, oh, shine on me. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Then the new sun burns the fog away. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. From the darkest night comes the brightest day. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Oh, shine on me, shine on me. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Shine on me, oh, shine on me. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. When your ship is safe in port again, let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. You can thank the keeper, you can thank the flame. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Everybody, shine on me, shine on me. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Shine on me, oh, shine on me. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Bob Zent. Okay, and with that, turn to Jerry to close us out, and we'll see you all next week. Jerry?
All right. I just want to say I forgot how truly disturbed Bill Pardon really is. That was great.
Everybody mute. Harriet,
oh my
mute.
goodness. Okay, so I'm gonna do a tune that you all know. At least you know. I knew a verse and a chorus of this song, and I didn't even know it had more verses until I went looking. And I'm not sure these were all part of the original song. I don't know. But this tune was a huge hit for Patti Page back in 1950. It was the other amazing thing that happened in 1950 besides Ron's birth. The performance and writing of this song. The song was written by Pee Wee King and Red Stewart. You'll recognize the tune right away. And I want to wish everybody a happy Hanukkah and a Merry Christmas, as the case may be, or whatever you celebrate or whatever you avoid. I wish you the best, because I will not, as I said, I will not be here next week, unfortunately, because I have to do I have to do Hebrew school in the morning with the kids, And in the afternoon, a concert with the Oratorio Society of Queens and a 40-piece orchestra and a 100-voice choir and me strumming away and doing Hanukkah songs. But for now, I was dancing with my darling to the Tennessee waltz when an old friend I happened to see. I introduced him to my darling, and while they were dancing, my friend stole my sweetheart from me. I remember the night and the Tennessee waltz. Now I know just how much I have lost. Yes, I lost my little darling the night they were playing the beautiful Tennessee waltz. Now I wonder how a dance like the Tennessee waltz could have broken my heart so complete. Well, I couldn't blame my darling, and who could help falling in love with my darling so sweet? Well, it must be the fault of the Tennessee waltz. Wish I'd known just how much it would cost, but I didn't see it coming. It's all over but the crying, blame it all on the Tennessee waltz. She goes dancing with the darkness to the Tennessee waltz, and I feel like I'm falling apart. And it's stronger than drink, and it's deeper than sorrow, this darkness she left in my heart. I remember the night and the Tennessee waltz, 'cause I know just how much I have lost. Yes, I've lost my little darling the night they were playing the beautiful Tennessee waltz. Yes, I lost my little darling the night they were playing that beautiful Tennessee waltz.
Thank you all for showing up tonight. We love you all. We'll be here next week, and then we'll take our 2-week holiday break. So,
Okay.
Good night, everybody.
Good
Bye-bye.
night, y'all.
Carefully.
Thank you.
I want to help you stack the chairs.
Happy Hanukkah, Jerry.
Thank you. You too.
Hanukkah.
Take care, everybody. Be safe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mind that lighthouse there, young feller, you know? Holy mackerel. I'll be
Bill has a
looking for that.
groove in his head now from turning it so many times.
I do.
All right, guys, take care.
For months now.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Night.
Bye.
Night. Bye.